story of Shree Raama in a shloka. Adoramatapovanadigamanam Hatthamridam kancanam Vaidehiharanam Jatayu Sugriva Sampashanam Vali Nigrahanam Samudrataranam Lanka Puridahanam Paschataravanam Etad Vinamayanam. Shree Raama descended in the line of Vishwakarma. And then Dasharatha sought to impress Shree Raama with the office of regent because Shree Raama was powerful, radiant and resolute, and was also the eldest of his four sons. Witnessing the preparations, however, Queen Kaikeyi asked for the exile of Shree Raama and the installation of Bharata against the promised boons granted by the emperor. At his father's decree, Shree Raama retires to the woods, accompanied by his newly wedded spouse, Sita, and his younger brother, Lakshmana. Going from forest to forest and crossing streams, they reach Chitrakuta. In the meantime, Emperor Dasharatha ascends to heaven as he was grief-stricken due to separation from his son. Bharata did not covet the throne and proceeded to the forest and implored Shree Raama to be the ruler. But Shree Raama refused the kingdom in honor of his father's wishes. At Bharata's request, Shree Raama handed over his own pair of wooden sandals as his representative to rule over the kingdom, and Bharata returned to Ayodhya. Curtains down. Adoramatapovanadigamanam. Shree Raama left Chitrakuta and entered the Dandaka forest and met with many sages. At the request of the sages, Shree Raama dispatched many Rakshasas including Vihaan. The ogress Shurparaka, who was capable of assuming any form at will, came upon Shree Raama and was attracted to him. Having been spurned by Shree Raama, she tries to attack Sita. Lakshmana lops off her ears and nose. Shree Raama then killed on the field all the Rakshasas that came at the instigation of Shurparaka, including Khara, Dushana and Trishila. 14,000 Rakshasas in Janasthana, a part of Dandaka forest, were killed by Shree Raama. Curtains up. At the instigation of Shurparaka, and stupefied through anger at the death of his brothers, Ravana, the king of Lanka, sought the help of Maricha to steal away Sita. Curtains down. Hattvam Nigam Kanchanam. Seen with Maricha as the golden deer. Maricha assumed the form of an attractive golden deer. When Sita tried to touch the deer ran away just out of reach of Sita. Sri Sita then requested Shree Raama to catch the deer for her. Shree Raama advised Lakshmana to watch over Sita and went after the deer. The deer kept just on the reach of Shree Raama as well and pulled him far away from Sita and Lakshmana. When Rama realized that he had come very far away, he suspected that the deer was not real, but rather one of the augurs who was playing tricks on him. He shot an arrow at the deer. Maricha, knowing that his life was at an end, mimicked Shree Rama's voice and loudly cried, "Lakshmana! Sita! Sita! Save me!" while breathing his last. Sita, having heard the voice, was perturbed and commanded Lakshmana to go to Shree Rama's rescue. Lakshmana repeatedly implored with her and said that Shree Rama was very capable and was not Rama's voice. However, Sita wanted to be 100% sure and angrily told Lakshmana to go check on Shree Rama. To best defend her while she was alone, Lakshmana drew a line around the hut and requested Sita not to cross the line on any condition. He then left to look for Shree Rama. Vaidehiharan, scene of Sita being kidnapped. In the meantime, knowing that Sita was alone, Ravana, disguised as a wandering hermit, came to seek alms from Sita. Ravana chants Vedic Malika, and Sita honors him as an unexpected Brahmana guest. Realizing that he could not cross the line drawn by Lakshmana, Ravana insisted that Sita come out and give the alms to him. Not wanting to let the Brahmana go empty-handed from her door, Sita steps out of the line. No sooner that she crosses the line, Ravana grabs her and kidnaps her away in his Pushpaka Vimana, a flying horse, and tells her that he is Ravana, the king of Lanka. Sita cries at the top of her voice, "Oh Rama, oh Lakshmana, help me! Look at this Rakshasa who is carrying me away against my will." Sita prays to the trees, the Godavari river, the deities who dwell in the forest. "I I seek the protection of all the animals and birds that live in this forest and breathe. Kindly tell my husband your Sita is being carried away by Ravana, helpless as she was. Sita caught sight of the vulture Jatayu, perched on a tree and calls out, "Oh Jatayu, Ravana is taking me against my will. You must report my abduction to Shree Raama and Lakshmana." Jatayu, who was lying asleep at the time, presently heard her call. Jatayu Maranam, see with Ravana and Jatayu. The vulture Jatayu tries to intercept Ravana. "Ravana, I am the king of the vultures. How dare you lay a finger on Sita? Release Sita at once." And challenged with these words, Ravana rushed towards Jatayu, eyes red with anger. Jatayu valiantly fights Ravana. Jatayu breaks Ravana's bow, kills his charioteer, and smashes the canopy. Ravana holds Sita with his arms and steps to the stage. Ravana cuts off Jatayu's name, feet and hands. A bleeding Jatayu drops to the ground. Sita rushes to hold it, but Ravana seized her by the hair and rose to the skies once again and bore away. Curtains up. Sita throws away her jewels in the midst of 5 Vandana chiefs sitting on a mountain peak and continue to cry. Reaching Lanka, Ravana keeps Sita in his Ganeshwari and orders the ogresses that no one should be allowed to visit Sita, and whatever she wishes should be provided to her. Ravana then tries to coax Sita to be his wife and says such marriage is permitted and called as Rakshasa Vihaan. Interposing a blade of grass between herself and Ravana, Sita expresses her undivided love for Sri Rama and reproaches Ravana, whereupon he orders the ogresses to take her to Ashoka Vatika and intimidate her. Curtains down. Scene with Sri Rama and Jatayu. In the meantime, while returning to his hermitage, Sri Rama feels concern for Sita, and on meeting Lakshmana scolds him for leaving Sita unprotected. Sri Rama with Lakshmana arrive at his hermitage and are pained not to find Sita there. Sri Rama is distressed with agony. Uttering a loud way, Sri Rama looks for her again and again. Not finding Sita anywhere, Rama is unnerved. Where on earth would Sita be? Deprived of Sita, I shall certainly not survive, O Lakshmana. Lakshmana suggested that they should continue to look for Sita. They find Sita's flowers and a little further, the bow lying on the ground, as also the charioteer. They soon meet Jatayu, and Jatayu says that the lady and my life were both snatched by Ravana. I tried to rescue Sita, broke his bow, but he cut off my wings and carried her away. Jatayu also tells them Ravana is the son of sage Vishrava and a half-brother of Kubera, and soon gives up his life. Curtains up. Sri Rama cremates Jatayu as one of the cremate one's own kinsmen. Moving in the southern direction, they leave the Dandaka forest and enter the Kramcha forest. They fall a prey to Kabanda, and Rama and Lakshmana savor the arms of Kabanda. Kabanda gives assurance of help in the discovery of Sita. After this cremation, Kabanda counsels them to make an alliance with Sugriva. He shows them the way to Rishabhuka Hill and Pampali, and giving them information about the grove of Sage Markanda, takes leave of them. Sri Rama and Lakshmana visit the hermitage of Shavani, receive her hospitality, and go around the forest. Curtains down. Sugriva Sambhashanam. Scene with Hanuman meeting Sri Rama and Lakshmana for the first time. Seeing the two princely brothers and suspecting them to have been sent by his elder brother Vali, Sugriva goes into hiding. There Hanuman reassures him by recourse to reasoning. Sugriva sends Hanuman to ascertain what existed in the mind of the two princes. Hanuman comes with a shawl around him. Lakshmana tells the story of how they came to be in the forest and tells that they need Sugriva's help to locate Sita. Observing that Sugriva was in a similar predicament in that his wife was separated from him and he was banished from his kingdom, Sugriva would need Rama as an ally. Hanuman resumes his real form and placing Rama and Lakshmana on his shoulders, reaches Vishamkha. Curtains up.
Jai Shri Ram!
Curtains down. Scene with Hanuman, Rama, Lakshmana and Sugriva together. Rama and Lakshmana alight from Hanuman's shoulder. Sugriva and Rama shake hands and hug each other. Sugriva goes to the spy. Hanuman presents Sri Rama and Lakshmana before Sugriva and narrates the story of the two princes. Sugriva offers his handshake to Sri Rama as a token of their friendship. Sri Rama responds by shaking his hands and hugs him. Sugriva says, "You will not be separated for long from Sita, for I will help you to find her and bring her back. But you must help me to kill Vali." We actually saw Sita being carried away by Ravana because we heard her cry, Rama, Lakshmana, all the while struggling to escape. When she saw us, she dropped off a small wrapper and we have saved it. Shree Raama said, bring them soon, my friend. Sugriva brought the wrapper and showed it to Shree Raama. Holding the raiment as well as the sparkling jewels, Shree Raama was covered in tears. Shree Raama then asked Sugriva for his help to locate Ravana. Sugriva answers that he doesn't know where Ravana lives, but he would help Rama as soon as Vali is killed. Shree Raama asks him why he wants to kill Vali. Sugriva replies, I was deposed by Vali from my throne, exiled from the kingdom, and my wife was snatched by him just because he is more powerful than me. He is also trying to kill me. I cannot live in constant fear. Sugriva then tells Shree Raama about Mayavi and Vali's battle, and how Sugriva thought that Vali was dead when he saw a stream of blood coming from the cave. Sugriva closed the mouth of the cave with a rock and returned to Kishkinda, where Vali's ministers installed him on the throne. In the meantime, Vali returned from the cave and reprimanded Sugriva for usurping his throne. Despite trying to pacify him and clear the misunderstanding, his elder brother exiled him. With a view to ascertaining Rama's strength, Sugriva describes Vali's power. He tells him how Vali had killed Mayavi's brother Dundubi and had thrown the bleeding Dundubi at a distance of 4 miles. At the time, blood had scattered Sage Matanga's ashram, and the sage had cursed that Vali or any monkey in Vali's employ would perish if they entered within the 4 miles of the ashram. Therefore, Vali would not come to the Rishabmukha forest, and Sugriva could stay there safely. Sugriva shows Dundubi's colossal remains that remain looks like a mountain top. Oh Rama, how will you be able to kill that Vali in a combat? Shree Raama lifted the carcass with one toe and hurled it at a distance of 10 yojanas. To convince Sugriva further, Shree Raama pierced all the 7 sal trees and the arrow re-entered Shree Raama's quiver. Sugriva was seized with great wonder and supremely pleased fell flat to the ground with joint palms as a token of respect to Shree Raama. Embracing Sugriva, Shree Raama told him to proceed to Kishkinda and challenge Vali to a duel. Curtains up. Scene with Sugriva and Vali's fights. Curtains down. Sugriva tried to flee by way of challenge to Vali. Enraged to hear that roar, Vali rushed forward. There was a terrible combat between Vali and Sugriva. Blinded with anger, the 2 brothers struck each other with their palms, swords, and fists. Bow in hand, Shree Raama keenly fought the 2 heroes, who looked like twins. Shree Raama does not discharge the arrow. Exhausted and battered, Sugriva, chased by Vali, enters the forest occupied by Sage Matanga. Vali does not dare enter Sage Matanga's hermitage. When Sugriva sees Shree Raama, he spoke piteously. If you were not going to kill Vali, you should have told me first. I would not have moved out of here. Shree Raama said, dear brother, please let go of your anger. You, O Sugriva and Vali, resemble each other in every way. I was puzzled and did not want to hurt you, even by mistake. Therefore, engage in a combat with Vali once more, and Vali will be struck by me. Wear some distinguishing mark on your person. Uprooting the Gajapushpi creeper laden with flowers, Shree Raama says, O Lakshmana, fasten it about the neck of the glorious Sugriva. Shree Raama and the others remain hiding behind trees, while Sugriva goes to challenge Vali. Although Vali is discouraged by his wife father, Vali does not listen to him. He comes to battle with Sugriva. The 2 brothers engage in a grim fight. Sugriva begs Shree Raama about his failing strength. Shree Raama circled his arrow with prayer to make short work of Vali. He stretched and released the arrow and struck Vali down. Vali indignantly reproaches Shree Raama and asks, why did you kill me when I did you no wrong? Shree Raama replied, we punish him who has strayed from the path of virtue. An elder brother, father, and guru, all are equally regarded as fathers. You cohabit with Ruma, the wedded wife of Sugriva, and have thus perpetrated a sinful deed and need to be punished. Vali seeks Rama's forgiveness and requests him to take care of his son Angada and brings his last. Curtains up. Sugriva is installed on the throne, and Angada assumes the office of Prince Regent, while Rama takes a vow to live in the cave till the end of monsoon, and leaves instructions to initiate search for Sita Sugriva to collect an army with a view to conducting search for Sita. Sugriva gets the Vanaras together and advises them that they should conduct search for Sita and return within a month or be punished. Sugriva gives clear instructions of which regions are located in which quarter and assigns various generals to each quarter. Hanuman, Neela, Jambavan with Angada as a chief are assigned the southern quarter. With a view to inspire confidence in Sita when found, Shree Raama hands over his signet ring to Hanuman. The generals from the eastern, western and northern quarters return before the month is up as they were not able to locate Sita. Even after scoring the respective regions more than once, they all feel Hanuman will be able to discover Sita. Curtains down. Samudra Taranam, scene about Hanuman crossing the ocean. Angada and his team search high and low in the southern quarters over the wind and rain and begin to feel dividend of their success. Hanuman and others believe they should fast unto death or return to the cave and stay there in hiding as their 1 month was up. At that time, Sampati, the elder brother of Jatayu, hears their story. When Angada asks him if he knew of the abduction, Sampati acknowledges his having seen a youthful lady being borne away by Ravana and crying out, Rama, Rama. Sampati tells them that he could see Sita lodged in Lanka, which was about 100 yojanas away due to his extremely long vision. Sampati soon gets his wings back as narrated by sage Shaka, the helping the Vanaras. Feeling transported with joy, he assures the Vanaras that they will accomplish their purpose too. The monkeys move southward but get despondent at the sight of the ocean. Jamban encourages Hanuman to take up the task. He reminds Hanuman how he got his name and the wounds he received from Brahma and says, "Oh Hanuman, show your courage." Hanuman assumes enormous proportions and leaps across the sea to the top of Mount Mahendra. Curtains up. Curtains down. Scene with Hanuman and Sita. Upon reaching Lanka, Hanuman contacts his body and enters it at moonrise as the city is well guarded by augurs. Hanuman gets anxious as he cannot locate Sita anywhere, but soon comes upon the Ashoka Vatika. He stays hidden in a tree. Hanuman sees Ravana approaching Sita. By means of coaxing words, Ravana implores her to accept him. Placing a blade of grass between herself and Ravana, Sita praises Shree Raama. Nudged by censure, Ravana allows her a time of 2 months to revise her decision or be dead. Sita is threatened by the ogresses upon instructions from Ravana. Unable to bear the threats of the ogresses, Sita bursts into a wail and calls out, "Oh Rama, why have you not come as yet to save me?" Hanuman sings the story of Shree Raama from his birth and ends it with Hanuman seeing Sita under the Ashoka tree. Sita looks around and soon sees Hanuman upon the tree. Upon confirming her identity, Hanuman reveals he is an envoy of Shree Raama. Sita cannot believe it and thinks he is probably an augur who has changed form to track her again. Interrogated by Sita, Hanuman narrates his own life story and describes Rama and Lakshmana in detail to her. He then delivers Shree Raama's signet ring to Sita in order to strengthen her confidence in him. Sita rejoices to receive the token and inquires about Shree Raama. Sita is angry with Rama for not having come as yet to rescue her. Hanuman appeases her and says Rama did not know where she was. Sita urges Hanuman to bring Shree Raama to her. Asked by Hanuman for a token, Sita narrates the episode of a crow on Chitrakuta. She further sends her greetings to both Shree Raama and Lakshmana and finally hands over her head jewel as a token and grants him leave to depart with her blessings. Hanuman feels his purpose is not enough to still ascertains the strength of the augurs and makes up his mind to lay waste the royal pleasure garden. Hanuman wreaks havoc in the gardens and fights and demolishes Kinkara. He climbs up a pillar and loudly proclaims, "Jai Shri Ram!" and makes short work of the augurs smashed by Ravana. Rama. Provoked by his harsh words, Ravana orders for Hanuman to be killed. But Vibhishana stops him and Ravana orders the tail of Hanuman to be set on fire. Hanuman burns the entire city of Lanka except Vibhishana's palace. Hanuman sees Sita once more and then takes a leap across the sea. Curtains up. Paschat Ravana Kumbhakarna Hanuman. Curtains down. Scene with Shree Raama and the Vanara army. Hanuman and the monkeys rejoice after he conveys that he met with Sita. They soon return to Sugriva and Shree Raama and convey the news of having met Sita. The story she conveyed to Shree Raama and hand over her head jewel to Shree Raama. Pressing the jewel to his bosom, Shree Raama asks Hanuman to repeat the message of Sita. Hearing Hanuman's report, Shree Raama hugs Hanuman. Sugriva heartens Shree Raama and Hanuman gives a detailed description of Lanka. The entire Vanara army marches towards Lanka. Shree Raama requests passage from the sea god. The sea god eventually relents and agrees to sustain a bridge built by Mala. Curtains up.
Jai Shri Ram!
Curtains down. Scene with Ravana. At Lanka, Ravana holds consultation with the augurs about a conflict with the monkeys. All the Rakshasa generals assure Ravana, while Vibhishana tries to make him see sense. Ravana castigates him with harsh words, and Vibhishana seeks the protection of Shree Rama. The Vanara army takes up its positions with Shree Rama outside Lanka. There were 36 crores of monkeys encamped around Lanka with crores of Vanaras at each gate. Seizing trees and mountains, the Vanara army waited for an encounter. Shree Rama then instructs Angada to communicate with Ravana and let him know that the period of retribution has arrived for his sins. Shree Rama is now at the gates because Ravana had stolen his wife. Ravana needs to seek protection from Shree Rama or be prepared to die and hand over the crown to Vibhishana. Angada reaches Ravana's court and communicates Shree Rama's message. Ravana is furious and orders Angada to be seized and killed. Angada jumps with a mighty roar on the top of the palace and shatters the roof with his foot, while Ravana looks on with anger at the assault on his palace. Ravana is a cry for the Vanara army they retreat from her and mobilizes his own army, and they beat drums and emit roars. A terrible conflict occurs between the augurs and the monkeys. Then Ravana himself appears and fights with Shree Rama.
I will finish the battle today itself.
And is defeated. He escapes with his life to Lanka. Curtains up. Curtains down, scene with Kumbhakarna and Ravana.
For Kumbhakarna now.
The slumbering Kumbhakarna is roused by the augurs, as Ravana is humiliated at his own defeat. 10,000 augurs try to rouse Kumbhakarna with drums, tom-toms, and when that did not work, they hit him with maces and mallets. Finally, he is roused and was immediately hungry due to his not getting his full sleep. He ate a lot of food, animals, quack, tales of blood, fat and wine, and then met with Ravana to understand why he was awoken. When Ravana apprises Kumbhakarna about the reason for waking him up, Kumbhakarna twits Ravana for his misdeeds, but reassures that he will fight in the battle. Curtains up. Scene with Kumbhakarna and Shree Rama. Curtains down. When Kumbhakarna enters the battlefield, all the Vanaras are scared just by his size. During the fight with Kumbhakarna, Sugriva is captured as Kumbhakarna believes that the king of the Vanara army is destroyed and the army is destroyed as well. Hanuman steps forward to fight with Kumbhakarna. In the meantime, Sugriva manages to escape. Kumbhakarna is furious and begins to devour monkeys, bears and ogres. At this juncture, Lakshmana puts up a brave battle and curses Kumbhakarna with arrows. Kumbhakarna says, "You have shown great valor, but I am here to leave Rama alone." When Rama is killed, this war will be over. Shree Rama steps forward and a terrible fight ensues between Kumbhakarna and Shree Rama. And Kumbhakarna is killed. The entire earth shook. The Vanara army experienced great joy as an enemy terrible might had been laid off. Curtains up. Scene with Indrajit. Curtains down. Ravana was tormented with grief. His son and half-brothers too rally forward to the battlefield and are soon killed. Indrajit enters the battle and fools the Vanara generals. Indrajit becomes invisible and sends a missile decided by Brahma and renders Rama and Lakshmana unconscious, decimates the Vanara army and returns to Lanka. Jambavan advises Hanuman to use his powers to go to the Himalayas and look for Rishabha mountain and bring back 4 herds. Vritta Sanjeevani, capable of restoring dead to life. Vishalyakarni, capable of healing wounds by weapons. Suvarnakarni, restoring the body to its original complexion. And Sahana, capable of joining severed and fractured bones. Hearing this, Hanuman was infused with tremendous power and flew with the speed of wind. Not being able to spot the herbs, Hanuman seizes hold of the top of the mountain and speaks back to Shree Rama and Lakshmana. Observing him back, the monkeys roared with joy. Rama, Lakshmana, and the entire Vanara army is rejuvenated by inhaling the fragrance of the herbs. A terrible fight ensues between the ogres and the Vanaras. Many more ogres are killed. Indrajit puts up a formidable fight. Shree Rama commands Lakshmana to march against Indrajit and make short work of him. Indrajit stays invisible, but when the ogre army is decimated, he makes an appearance. Lakshmana and Indrajit fight bitterly. Eventually, Lakshmana kills Indrajit. Curtains up. Curtains down, scene with Ravana. Stricken with grief, Ravana proceeds to kill Sita but desists on the dastardly act. On Shuparsva's advice, Ravana soon marches to the battle with his remaining generals and exhibits his valor against the enemy. Many more ogres are killed in the battlefield. Seated in a chariot set by Indra, Shree Rama renews his combat with Ravana. Ravana is wounded and his charioteer removes him from the battlefield. Ravana reproaches his charioteer and they return to the battlefield. Sage Agastya advises Shree Rama to sing the Aditya Hridaya for victory. Shree Rama and Ravana have a fierce encounter with each other. Shree Rama cuts off Ravana's head, which falls to the ground, but another similar head drops up from Ravana's shoulders. Shree Rama cuts off the second head, but a third head appears. Shree Rama wonders why his arrows were ineffective against Ravana. Ravana too showers arrows, maces and mallets on Shree Rama. Matali, who was a charioteer of Shree Rama, reminds him of the mystic missile presided by Brahma and created by 10 Prajapatis and tells him Ravana's hour of doom has arrived. He tells Shree Rama that he has the arrow provided by sage Agastya. The mighty Shree Rama places the special arrow on his bow and releases it. The arrow pierces and takes the life of Ravana and penetrates the earth's surface. Ravana falls to the ground. The ogres speak to Lakshmana and Nagaras are revealed at the top of the body. Showers of clouds fall from heaven on Rama and Praana dies down. Curtains up. Etati Ramayanam. Vibhishana is installed on the throne and Shree Rama sends his message to Sita through Hanuman. At the command of Shree Rama, Vibhishana escorts Sita to Shree Rama. Sita undergoes a trial by fire to prove her fidelity and is united with Shree Rama. Shree Rama prepares to leave for Ayodhya and Vibhishana orders the Pushpaka Vimana to transport him to Ayodhya. Om Shri Sita Ramachandra Namaste.
Jai Shri Ram!
Now can we call Praana and Deepti?
Vinay Paramanand as Shree Raama, Sahana Paramanand as Shree Sita, Shreedhara Madhyastha as Lakshmana, Nagabhushana Madhyastha as Hanuman, Bellur as Vali and Neela, Nandakumar as Sugriva, Vihaan Vikas as Angad. So, Ritisha Hegde as Jatayu and Sampati, Murlidharan, Vibhishana, Hegde as Ravana, Shweta as Vibhishana, Arjun Madhyama as Indrajit, as female soldier Hema Ayodhya, Shurpanaka, Varya Paramanand as Maricha, so Shraavya Hegde as a female soldier, Ahan Rao and Naren Madhyam as soldiers, Vahanas Adya as Pushpaka Vimana, Aditi Paramanand as Pushpaka Vimana, Chiryatar Avani as Pushpaka Vimana. So stage helpers and assistants Swani Hegde, Vardhini Mandyam. So curtain holders and assistants Nagaraj Hegde and Shrikant Hegde, stage manager Shweta Bhatt, makeup and assistants Naveen Hegde, Mukta Hegde, Sharda Hegde, Nidhi Hegde, casting and assistant Sharda Bhatt.
Wow, that truly was a great performance. And the manager of this entire performance was made by my mom, Deepti Hegde. To say that countless thanks for this wonderful performance for you all. This story truly did captivate the performance of the Ramayana. We are fortunate to have such talented artists among us. Looking at Shree Rama's lives help us practice more Sanatana Dharma in our daily lives.